If there is an idea, a dream, something still stuck in your mind for a longer period of time, it's a sign to go after it.
And it's worth taking the risk.
Oh my God, I am really able to make money like this? Yes, you can do that and it's amazing. But if you're working from Monday to Sunday, from 8 to 8 in the evening, that's not a life. Our whole Instagram got deleted, our whole Facebook got deleted, so everything was gone.
Everything we built the last year was gone. We knew we wanted to start something really young because then we had a lot of time to grow and to learn and to develop a skill.
Why would we Netflix for like 3 hours straight if you could also start a business in those 3 hours?
Hello everybody, welcome to SWOW series, the strongest women of world, a global talk show where we celebrate strength and achievements of women from all over the world. Women are achieving extraordinary feats in everything that they choose to pursue. It is time to bring such inspirational stories out in the world so that many more women and girls will choose to find their strength and achieve whatever they wish. Simply put, this show is going to bring the best women in the world to inspire the rest of the women in the world. Bear in mind, this entire show is heart to heart, absolutely non-scripted. And today's guests are really special. And this is going to give me a lot of energy to introduce Sam and Kiki, a twin teen entrepreneurs, identical twins with unwavering passion for business. They started their business at the age of 17 years in the middle of the pandemic. And they spoke on the stages. These twins help entrepreneurs and students to find and develop their self-confidence with Twin to Win. That is a website. And they help ambitious entrepreneurs to reach also the ideal customers through the social media. Help me to welcome Sam and Kiki. Hi Sam and Kiki, how are you doing?
Hi! Thank you so much for having us.
At the age of 17, most of your friends or maybe the circle of network are too busy dealing problems with the boyfriends, or maybe already doing gossiping and going all around clueless about what they need to do next. What kind of thinking process has helped you to say that, hey, I want to start a business and I want to help people? How did you come to such a thought, Sam and Kiki?
I think it was really just a process. We always knew we wanted to start a business because the thought of working for a boss was just not acceptable in our head. So we knew we wanted to start something really young because then we had a lot of time to grow and to learn and to develop a skill. So we really started with, okay, we want to start a business. That was one fact. And then we asked ourselves, hey, what is one of our talents? And what is something we're really good at? And what is something we can contribute to the world? And then we just started thinking and brainstorming and asked other people, hey, what do you think our talents are? And that's what developed our business. But it wasn't really a big thinking process. We just knew we wanted to start a business.
Well, they're actually added to that. One of our main values is freedom.
Yeah.
So that was also one of those things that we thought, okay, now with doing studies and working and all that stuff, we actually have the most free time we're gonna get in our entire lives. And we were like, let's just take this time and go for it, because why would we Netflix for like 3 hours straight if you could also start a business in those 3 hours?
Yeah.
So that was actually our thinking process, and we were just like, yeah,
why not? And also with the pandemic, we had a lot of free time.
Yes.
I was in my last year of high school, so I had vacation for 3 months. So we really took that time.
This is really, really amazing. That Netflix 3 hours is so much relevant to the current generation, where people just start to keep watching exactly what Netflix is telling them to do, instead of really kind of using those 3 beautiful, powerful hours for something to do, give you the freedom. But let me ask, how while you're growing up, what kind of childhood has helped you to really kind of having that courage, right? I'm sure having that courage is one of the most key ingredients. So how did you get the courage to kind of go ahead and start?
Well, actually, we have to thank our parents for that, because my mom is actually also a serial entrepreneur, has had 3 businesses and always working on new things.
She also started her first business at the age of 18.
Yep.
So it's basically a little bit in our blood.
Yeah.
My parents are, we have a lot of entrepreneurs in our family, and not online entrepreneurs, but they are entrepreneurs.
So it was something like being an entrepreneur is quite a mindset. And I really feel like we had that mindset, like, I don't want to say drilled, but we have been brought up with that kind of mindset. And our parents really brought us up with no boundaries.
Yeah.
And that might sound a little bit strange to some people, but having no boundaries for ourselves really made us able to set our boundaries ourselves and see what we are comfortable with and what we're not comfortable with, and really exploring the world in the way that we saw it and what we thought was interesting to learn and to see and to do. So I really feel like that's one of the key things that made us be able to start our business at such a young age.
And our parents also really encouraged us to pursue the things that we like, and also gave us the confidence and the belief in ourselves that we would be able to do something if we really set our mind to it. They always said, like, you know, the sky is the limit, and even further than that. So we just knew we could do it because we had the belief put into us like that. So we knew we could do it if we really worked hard and dreamed about it.
Yeah, I mean, see, this is very important. What you made a point, right? Having the no boundaries is not exactly alone is sufficient, because there are so many other kids or the teenagers who don't have any boundaries because of their parents. But once you have the freedom, you need to have the right values. You seem to be having the right belief system and the values. This is really amazing, and I appreciate your parents for that. Oh, let me ask
Me too.
So, but I would like to ask, why in the middle of the pandemic, why you think it is the right time to really start, your entrepreneurial journey?
Well, to be very honest, normally I had to travel to a different city, 1.5 hours single way. So it was like 3 hours on a day that I just got extra. And so for us, compared to normal life, we had so much time. And we're just really not the people that, as I said, sit on our bed the whole day and Netflix. We're just really not able to. If I sit for like 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do next?
We get nervous, we want to do stuff.
Yes. So the main thing was that we had so much extra time, but we didn't have prior to the pandemic. So we were like, let's use it. We're never gonna get this much time ever. So let's just go for it.
And also the thought of the business was, I think, developed around December, January. So the thought was already there, but the time to actually execute it wasn't. And then the pandemic started, and it was the right and the perfect opportunity for us to actually put time in the business and in the idea and develop it into a business. So that was just the main thing, we had the time. And also everything went online. So people were used to it being online, so we could really develop it.
And,
so
and how is it going now? How is it going now at this moment?
With the business?
Yes.
Well, it's actually going, it feels, as a Dutch person, it feels a little bit weird to say, but it's actually going very, very well. We're able to, because now that the whole world is working online, our skills are very, very needed.
Yeah.
And we are brought up in a digital world, like digital is our second name and social media is the third one after that. So it's one of our native skills. So it's going really well. Yeah.
I'm really happy to hear that. What are those elements that you generally, try to teach to this, the current students and entrepreneurs? What kind of elements that you generally teach them to have the self-confidence?
I think it's all about doing things your way. That's one thing. We do the business our way, and we want to teach our students business their way and not what society or other people say they need to do or the gurus say they need to do. We want them to do it in their way. So we teach them all kinds of different stuff, and then they can choose, hey, what are my talents and what fit those talents, and how can I use those talents in my business to really make it my own? Because we see a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs doing things because society says you have to do it a certain way, or because a guru or someone else does it. So they think, hey, I need to do that too, but you don't. And that is the main thing we teach. We want you to do business your way, not our way, your way. And I think that is also when entrepreneurs really get that, then
magic happens.
Yeah, magic happens. Confidence starts to go. They're like,
oh my God, I am really able to make money like this? Yes, you are.
We always
also, you see a lot of people online preaching like, yes, the 10K a month and like
100K years.
Yeah. And we're like, yes, you can do that. And it's amazing. But if you're working from Monday to Sunday, from 8 to 8 in the evening, that's not a life. And that's not a way life should be like. So it's amazing that you get 10K, but why would you want that if it's with that much hours? So really, we are really like freedom. That's one of the most important things we teach our students. And then after that, doing business the way you want to and what feels right for you and not what society or anyone else tells you to.
Yeah, okay. This is really important because most of the people, they give up very soon just because they realize after 1 year or maybe 2 years saying that, man, okay, I started something out of rush of the blood, but I realized maybe this is not something I really love, or probably this is not the way I would love to do. Yeah, this is really important. But let me ask this question. Once somebody is in the business, you've been doing it already, is it an easy ride or is it a difficult thing, or what are the biggest challenges that you faced in your entrepreneurial journey so far?
Well, to be honest, we face a lot of challenges, but we really, and that's also one of the mindset our parents taught us, is that a challenge is a really, really amazing learning opportunity. So yeah, it sucks. But after that, after like a month or whatever, we're really able to see it as one of the biggest things, like one of really good learning opportunity. But one of the main things that was challenging for us starting our business was actually that we lost a lot of friends.
Yeah, that was one big thing that happened last year, because last year we started our business and then in all of 2020 we lost a lot of friends because we started to grow and they didn't. And that's totally okay. That's without judgment, but we did lost a lot of friends because we started our business, or maybe not because of the business, but because of our own growth.
And the things we were interested in were really shifting. We were not only focused on Netflix, having drinks and partying,
or boyfriends, all that kind of stuff.
And that's when you see like, okay, that was the connection you had with those friends, and when your interest in that loses, they go with it as well. But it was afterward, like that was one of the things we were kind of struggling with, but afterwards we're totally fine.
And also one struggle we had was because we preach this now, like we want you to do the business your way, because in the first few months of our business, we did it also in someone else's way, not in our own way. So we struggled a lot. We thought, okay, we have a good website, so we did a website, but that was one big struggle. We did things because we thought we had to, and not because we wanted to. And because we had our own struggles with that, and then we were like, okay, this is not going to work. And then we ditched it all and started doing it our way. And that's when the magic happened. Yeah. So that was one thing we really learned.
Wow. I mean, okay, what was kind of, I know having friends at that time, I used to boast about more than 500 friends at that time when I was studying in my university. Means at any given time I've got somebody to hang out with. That was, at that time nobody has taught me. But then one thing I want to ask you, right? I used to think having no friends means it's a little bit challenge, as if I'm not accepted in the group. Did you have that kind of thought process saying that, man, why I don't have friends because I'm trying to do something good?
Well, actually, there was a period that we're like, okay, we're not going to do this. And there was like a short period of time that we didn't have really anyone that we felt connected to. Okay, we were like, fuck this. And we actually posted, he posted in a Facebook group with a lot of female entrepreneurs. And we were like, hey, we're looking for female entrepreneurs at the age of 18 to 25. We want to start a group where we can connect with you and with all of us. So we actually currently have a really, really nice mastermind of all females, all under the age of 25, and all very, very ambitious, and starting their own empire.
And that's, so I think that is also really because we had the thought process of, oh shit, we don't have any people we really, really connect to right now. We were like, okay, let's learn from this and let's start our own group. But that is a really big thing we do. We have a problem, then we're like, okay, what can we learn from this? And we do something else. So we felt like that a lot. Tomorrow we felt lonely a short period of time, and they were like, okay,
we're not gonna do this.
And then we started our own group, and now we have a community of amazing women around us.
And every one of us feels really supported, and it's a really close friend group actually.
Yeah.
Tell me something about the challenge that you faced about your both Facebook and Insta accounts are hacked. What did you think? Because the whole thing that you're doing is in these two social medias, right? So what was your thinking process at that time? How did you overcome?
Well, yeah, as you mentioned, our Instagram and Facebook got hacked, and the first thought was panic because someone is in your account and getting access to all your information. So that wasn't the best of time. But actually being able to, we really saw this again as an opportunity, and getting hacked was scary. But because our whole Instagram got deleted, our whole Facebook got deleted, so everything was gone.
Everything we built the last year was gone, basically.
But then we started thinking okay, this is a really, really good opportunity to start over. And us also doing social media marketing, we were like, okay, this is a nice case study to see how good we actually are at social media.
Yeah.
Because we are able to start from zero, from the bottom, and build up back again and build even better. So we're actually taking it as a challenge to build our brand back even stronger than it was prior.
So yes, it really, really sucked because you also lose a little bit of everything you worked for. So that was pretty painful in the beginning. But then we were like, okay, this sucks, but let's learn something from it. And we really saw it for ourselves as a sign from okay, we can make it even better now. So we're working on a rebranding and also looking at our business okay, what do we really want to do with it? Because now we have the opportunity to really change everything if we would want to.
I mean, I want to say really, really big thanks for you being part of this show. And if there is one advice that you want to give to the young and teenagers and the very, very ambitious entrepreneurs, what would that be?
Just do it. The one thing that if there is an idea, a dream, something still stuck in your mind for a longer period of time, it's a sign to go after it.
And it's worth taking the risk. And maybe adults, that is a big thing for us. Maybe adults or older people say you can't, but you can do it. If you want to, you can do it.
And the one thing is, if you never quit, you can never fail, because in the end, you will always find something that works for you and that is going to be successful.
So if you never quit, then you won't fail, and success is inevitable.
So chase your dreams, baby.
Wow, this is really, fantastic. Chase your dreams, success is inevitable. So I only want to say a big thanks to both of you, Sam and Kiki. It has been really entertaining, exciting, learning and inspiring interview so far. And I want to say again a big thanks to both of you for being part of the show. And audience, if you have not yet subscribed, make sure to like and subscribe and share with every single person, that teenager, that entrepreneur, where this message can make an impact. And make sure to share your feedback. What is your biggest takeaway? And I will see you with another amazing entrepreneur next week. But till then, me, Sam and Kiki say thank you so much and bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.